Hello. Today we're going to talk about something very special, philosophy. You might be wondering, what is philosophy? Is it difficult? Actually, it's not as complicated as you might think. Philosophy is a way of thinking about the world and asking questions about life. And chances are you've already asked some philosophical questions about life before. Like, who am I? And why is the world the way it is? What does it mean to live a good life? Philosophy is like a magnifying glass. It helps us take a closer look at the questions we often overlook in our daily lives. And today we're going to start with some simple ideas and discover how amazing philosophy can be. The word philosophy comes from ancient Greek, means love of wisdom. So, who are philosophers? Philosophers are people who love to ask big questions and think deeply about them. And guess what? You can be a philosopher too. All you need is curiosity and a habit of asking why. For example, have you ever wondered, why is the sky blue? Or why do we follow rules? And why do we have friends? These might seem like simple questions, but they actually hold deep meaning. Philosophy is the process of exploring these questions to find answers, or at least new ways to think about them. And philosophy covers a wide range of topics. We can group this into three main types of questions. One, questions about ourselves, like who am I and why am I here? And two, questions about the world. Where did everything comes from? And how does the universe work? And three, the questions about right and wrong. What is right thing to do? Why should we care about doing what's right? For instance, if you ask what is right and what is wrong, you're exploring a moral question. Philosophers try to help us to understand why some things feel right and others feel wrong. Socrates' curiosity. And let me tell you something about a famous philosopher from ancient Greeks, Socrates. He was known for asking questions to help people think deeply about their beliefs. One day someone asked Socrates, do you think you are the smartest person in the world? Socrates replied, I don't think I'm the smartest, but I do know one thing. I know that I don't know everything. I know that I don't know everything. This is the key to Socrates' wisdom. Admitting what he didn't know and always being curious to learn more. So far, what we have learned, philosophy isn't about giving us the right answer. It is about teaching us how to think deeply and ask better questions. Through philosophy, we can become more thoughtful, patient, and understanding of the people and the world around us. Philosophy might sound like a big, fancy idea, but it's actually very useful in our daily lives. Think about all the decisions you have made every day. Philosophy helps us think about those choices more carefully. For example, imagine you have a group of friends, but two of them have an argument and stop talking to each other. One of them comes to you and asks, whose side are you on? So what do? Should you take a side or should you stay neutral? This is a philosophical question. It makes us thinking about things like fairness, loyalty, and how we be good friend. Philosophy helps us see situations from different perspectives and then make decisions that feel right, not just for ourselves, but for others too. Here's something amazing. You've probably already done some philosophy without realizing it. Remember when you were little and you kept asking why? You say, why do I have to go to bed earlier? Why can I eat ice cream for dinner? Why do some people have more money than others? These are all philosophical questions. They touch on big ideas like rules, fairness, and happiness. Even now, as you grow up, you're still asking questions about life. And then every time you do that, you're being a philosopher. Philosophy is really about staying curious and never being afraid of ask why. Let's try to find a little exercise together. Close your eyes and imagine this. You have a magic button in front of you. If you press it, everyone in the world will have a happy life and live perfect lives. But there's a catch. Press the button means you have to give up your favorite pet forever. What do you think? Would you press the button? This question might make you think, is it okay to sacrifice one thing for the great food? The greater good? Is your pet's happiness just as important as everyone else's happiness? This kind of thought experiment is what philosophers call a moral dilemma. It doesn't have a right or wrong answer, but it helps us to think deeply about what we value and why. Here's something important to remember. Philosophy isn't about finding the perfect answer. It is about learning to ask better questions. Every time you think, what if? Or why does this happen? You're practicing philosophy. The best part, philosophy helps us learn more about ourselves, other than other people and the world. It makes us a better thinkers, better listeners, and even better problem solvers. That's the end of today's lesson, and I hope you to understand a little about what philosophy is and why it's so important. Before we end, here's a challenge for you. In the next week, try to notice something in your daily life and ask yourself, why is it like that? And write down your thoughts and share them with your family and your friends. And next time, we'll explore an even bigger question. What is real? Is the world we see with our eyes the only reality? Or is there more to it than meets the eye? I can't wait to dive into that with you, and see you next time. Peace.